Now, forgiveness, focus, and foresight. Oh, foresight. Yes. Foresight. There's so many dynamics to having foresight. Now, when I say foresight, I'm speaking in regards to spiritual foresight. This is a component, and this is a subject matter, actually, that I haven't really spoke on. Spiritual foresight is something that I exercise. It's something that I utilize in my walk. No, it's not new age. No, it's not demonic. No, I don't visit fortune tellers. No, I don't use tarot cards. No, I don't divine in any shape, fashion, or form. When I speak in regards to foresight, spiritual foresight, foreseeing, I'm speaking in regards to manifestation from a biblical perspective. Yes, the word manifestation does not necessarily have to be negative. It doesn't have to be new age or esoteric. Manifestation simply means bringing things into existence, because everything that's in the spiritual realm will manifest in the physical realm. Even when you got haters and you got people going against you, they was already hating in the spiritual realm. There was already dark forces working against you spiritually. Matter of fact, some of y'all, when y'all came into the truth, the dark forces seen it before you even seen it. You had people doing things to you before you even knew the truth. You gotta have foresight. You gotta understand there are many dynamics to this. Your words, what you speak, they play a huge role in where you're going in life. There is not a successful individual walking this planet who did not speak positive affirmations on their life. There's not one. There is not one successful individual. There's not one ruler of a Fortune 500 company. There's not one successful entrepreneur. There is not one successful brother or sister. There is not one highly acclaimed, respected, revered, or just a respectable individual who's successful, a righteous individual. We're not talking about worldly wickedness and selling your soul and all these demonic practices. We're talking about anyone who's made it at any level of success. There's not one who did not use positive affirmations. Listen, you know how many people just talk themselves into destruction? You know how many people say, I can't do this, I can't do that? You know how many people speak themselves in circles? You know how many people who just stop themselves from the words that come out of their mouth? Listen, the Bible tells you life and death, is in the tongue. What you say. But I'm telling you, man, listen. When it comes to spiritual foresight, you got to see your future. You got to speak things on your life that's positive. You got to put things in a proper perspective. And sometimes I'll be around someone. I'm going to tell you how much foresight that the Most High have blessed me with personally. I'll be around someone who's speaking something negative. I'll be around someone who is speaking on why we can't do something. Let me use this as an example. I work in the firearms industry, or I have worked in the firearms industry for a number of years. All right. I worked on an assembly line. On this assembly line, we would build AR-15s. We would test fire them. We would work on various platforms. I mean, we worked on M16 platform. We work on Galils. We work on SKSs. I mean, we worked on a lot of guns, right? That's what I do for a living, made a living for myself. I was a manager. Actually, I was a shift lead at the time when this happened. I was a shift lead, and I was on A shift, morning shift, right? I built a reputation for myself on that shift because My shift, right? We had the highest level of production. We built the most guns. But it was certain people that I would work with. There was certain people I would work with, and we would always battle against time and getting things done. Of course, we were very efficient. We didn't just rush. You know, we made sure the job was done right. But we were fast as well. We were quick and we were efficient. I prided myself on having the best shift. We were the most organized, we were the fastest, we were the most efficient. And I prided myself on that. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm very competitive. A lot of people may not know that about me, but I'm a very competitive person. Any job I've ever worked, I was always management because I like to be the best. I like to be the best at what I do. It is what it is. Just as a man, I'm competitive. I want our shift to be the best shift. I want our shift to have, you know, anytime they will bring newspapers in, anytime they will bring magazine companies in, or anytime they will bring banks in, they would come in and look at our shift as the example of the company. You know, a shift that I led. So I was very proud of that. But I noticed, like, when it comes to foresight, let me get back to the topic. I noticed on certain days, certain people would speak negatively on trying to stop us from completing our goals. They would say, hey, we can't do this because of that. Or if we do it that way, we can't. I don't hear it can't. I don't like the word can't. I'm more so a person who foreshadows things. I don't think of the obstacles that come until they get there. And when the obstacles get there, I'm thinking of a proactive solution. I'm putting things in foresight. I'm thinking about at the end of the day, we're going to have this much done. And I'm not going to stop until it's done. So that goes into focus and foresight. So I'm focusing on a goal. I can foresee it happening at the end, and it happens. No matter what the naysayers say, no matter what anybody say about us completing our goal, we complete our goal. And that's how it have to be. And that kind of energy, when you have a lot of foresight, it weighs, it measures, and it begins to it begins to affect others in a positive way. This same foresight, they begin to take on that foresight. And that's why if you're the hardest person working, you leading your management, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be working with you. And that's the blessing. And that's even a blessing about this platform, because I take that same energy to this platform. Listen, as long as the right people are showing support, I'm all good. As long as we can foresee this channel as a whole and y'all prayers are going out, that this channel reaches the proper level that it's supposed to reach, regardless of all the censorship, regardless of all the shadow banning, regardless of all of that, if we can foresee this thing moving to the next level and y'all prayers are out there, it's going to happen. It's going to happen because a lot of y'all have gained a lot of knowledge from this channel, and y'all genuinely want others to learn. You genuinely want others to catch wind of this channel and learn what you have learned, because some of the things that I've spoke on, it may have helped you in life. And you know, me personally, anytime I've came in contact with channels that help me, I support them. You know, I promote them, and that's why, you know, I foresee in the future things being good on this channel for all of us, you know, because, hey, when I'm putting the forefront, I'm gonna do right by the people. I'm gonna do right by the people. You're not gonna see me selling out. I'm gonna keep this is me through and through. Like, there's no fakeness over here. You get what you see. You get it. So, I mean, we all gotta practice foresight. See the goal at the end. Focus, foresight goes hand in hand. But first of all, you got to get all that resentment out your life. You got to forgive all of those who may have caused you pain. You got to let all those bags go. All those bags, all that heavy weight you carrying on your back, just drop it off. If you was in the desert marching and you had way too much canteen, way too much bags, way too much everything, and you had to flee, what you gonna do? You're gonna drop some of that canteen, you're gonna drop some of that luggage, and you're gonna start focusing on what you gotta do, where you gotta get to. And you gotta foresee that goal, and you gotta get there. And you know, that book, that Bible, it tell you how to get there. It tell you about your enemies. It tell you what you need to do to succeed. And make sure your focus is in the right place too. Because sometimes we be focused on things that don't have nothing to do with our purpose. We'll be focused on things and wonder why these doors keep closing. Sometimes the Most High God closed doors for you because you're not supposed to go in that door. You're supposed to take another direction. And once you go in the right direction, he's going to make it very evident that you're in the right direction.